Looking at Wikipedia, they have a definition of pocket park, and I won't read this in particular, but pocket parks are generally small parks. They can be located in rural, suburban, or urban settings. They typically are small pieces of property, which may be leftover lots. They may be pieces of a corner area that doesn't fit with the geometry of a building and the nearby land. It could also be parking spaces that are utilized on a temporary basis. Also, too, pocket parks typically do not have active recreation associated with them. They're more for sitting and leisure activities, typically tied in with sidewalks that tie them into the community. Some interesting aspects about what's proposed with the Fountain Park project is that this is through the MOU, a public space being provided by the developer as a requirement for that MOU. Also, too, the fountain itself would work similar to a monument, as it'll be a focal point for the community to draw people there to that location. I would say on our county government complex, we have two features that are somewhat like pocket parks. We have the Armed Services Memorial at the end of the parking lot. That's somewhat of a small area that's wedged between the edge of the parking lot drive aisle and a creek. So it's not big enough for a full-fledged park, but it serves that purpose in that it's a gathering place for people. I often see weddings occurring there. There's also community events that are located there. Another example is the front lawn of the courthouse. Similarly, my office, I look out the window and oftentimes see people getting married there. You see gatherings of people, and there's park benches, so people can, as they leisurely walk by, enjoy the architecture of the building and the space. This is a diagram of the vision that the landowner has for the property, and it shows how this site would be overall incorporated into the themes for our courthouse area. As you may recall, the Courthouse Road widening project is going to be constructing and extending sidewalk along Route 1. There would also be sidewalk constructed along Courthouse Road, which would tie into additional parts of downtown Stafford. This is the general location of the Fountain Park. It would be at that strategic corner, the southwest corner of the intersection, and would provide a very nice visual focal point for the community. Also, too, as you notice here with the courthouse complex, we have the front yard area, which is a focal point for the community as well. We have the historic well located there. As I mentioned earlier, there's a number of benches and walkways for the community to enjoy. And this is an additional concept that the landowners put together. You can see in the image the proposed location of the fountain. This area would be generally 10,000 square feet in size, maybe smaller, maybe larger. It would also have a restaurant anticipated on the ground floor of the building you see in the background, and that restaurant would be facing towards the Fountain Park. And that area could be used for a number of pop-up activities that could occur in a community, as well as providing green space and areas for people to relax and enjoy and watch the fountain. Some other examples of pocket parks throughout the country are in the upper left-hand corner, we have Allentown, Pennsylvania. They have a farmer's market that pops up in certain parts of their pocket parks. To the right is Bryan Park in Richmond. That's a gathering place for the community. And the bottom two images come from Savannah, Georgia. That is one of the things that makes Savannah quite unique, is that it's small little neighborhood parks and pocket parks that are very attractive and bring visitors to their overall community.